Thanks for joining us today. My name is Teriello, and I'm the Director of Business Development for Anserve. Today, Amut, owner, Tigress Cybersecurity. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So in previous segments, we talked about bring your own device, this BYOD strategy that a lot of companies are using to scale up, right? And we've talked about how it can leave a company exposed. We've talked about how it can be something that creates problems, maybe even brings down a company. But what about, how does a BYOD policy dovetail with a risk assessment?
So basically, does your company have a BYOD policy?
We do. So I'm not the tech guy, I'm a business person. So how does a business person help prepare for something like this?
Okay, it's a very good question. And essentially what you want to do is you want to hire a firm. You could do it with your own IT firm as well. But you want somebody to be able to test all your security. You want them to be able to look at everything with look in the fine print, look at everything to see if there's any patterns at all that could be found. For example, your iOS devices, are they up to date or not? Well, if you don't have basically a control in there that checks that, you're never going to know. So a risk assessment would be the best thing for any business, whether it's a starting business or an existing business that's been around for a long time. Because technology changes. As technology changes, new vulnerabilities are found, right? So technology is all about, oh cool, we can do this thing. Security is usually an afterthought. When Wi-Fi came out years ago, people just started installing those Linksys routers in their homes. But they didn't realize that, hey, these have really good range and there's no password on this. So anybody down the street can connect to your network, they can see your files. So security is always an afterthought. It should be something that you do by having your system checked out. Have a professional come in and say, this is what we found. These are your strengths. These are your weaknesses. This is what we can do to fix that. That's what I recommend.
It sounds like a risk assessment could be pretty good value to a company going down that line, trying to figure out where they're exposed and where they're not.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like to do security things. They don't like to use two-factor authentication. They don't like to do that stuff. And I tell people all the time, you're either going to do it before you get hacked or after you get hacked, but you're going to do it. So a lot of staff members will sometimes have issues with that. But honestly, in the end, you want to protect your business.
It's a lot of great information to take in, and Anserve has more content available on its website, on its YouTube channel, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Where can someone go to find out more about Tigress?
So we have a website, tigresscyber.com.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.